It's getting it together. All right, seems to be working. Hello, everybody. This is Dollar Will. Sorry for the delay. I was in technical hell. I got the age restriction clicked on this video because I'm liable to say anything when I'm live. So that's how I do my hangouts, y'all. I know me, man. Know thyself. I had to put the age restriction on for me. So we getting ready to talk a little bit about some money, y'all. And let me just get this out the way, abbreviated version. Do not regard any statements in this feed as recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. Investing comes with risk to loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and seek guidance from a professional investment advisor. Neither I nor my guest today, Matty Ghost, are professional investment advisors. I don't think you are. Are you a professional investment
No.
advisor? So you just a YouTube
Uh,
brother talking a bunch of shit about money like me, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know, um, everybody, I heard about Matty Ghost. I think first over on O'Shea's program, and you would be dropping dimes about money plays, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, another brother that's seriously into the stock game. And every time we run into each other, you got some new ones. You got some new ones, and your record, is pretty good. You got an instinct for it. So I said, although our styles are a little different, I, I
Yeah.
still I still respect your game because there's more than one way to accomplish the goal. And I tell people, the people that I've had some training relationship with, I tell them, look, this is just my way. And I know people who will succeed other ways, and
Yeah.
my way might not be your way. And in this trading game, you're gonna have many teachers along the way. And in the end, you're gonna take a little bit from this one, a little bit, and you're gonna come up with your own style. So
Yeah.
tell me, Matty Ghost, how long you
Yeah.
been trading?
I think since about 2009, when a year after, well, yeah, about 2009 when Obama said now is a good time to buy stock. So I bought a couple just to get my feet wet, and then all the ones I bought they went up, but I panicked and sold too early on some of them. You
But
know,
but but you had success, early success right out the gate.
yeah, I did because it was zero interest rate. So anything you could buy just about anything and make money. With the interest rates at zero.
Okay. So you've been trading the last 10 years. Okay, well,
Yeah.
what made you care about even taking Obama up on his word? I mean, you had no experience before that, right?
No, I just well see my dad had some. You know how like company stocks. So I kind of was slightly interested off of that because he had cashed out and we went to Europe off of that. Off of
Oh,
him cashing. Yeah, off of him cashing out. We went to London. So I was like, well, it was in the back of my mind, maybe that could be a viable option for extra income.
okay. So you put it together. You go like, okay, trading stocks, or at least getting a job with some stock options equal a European trip or a trip out of America. That was so that kind of, you knew that it was something important at that point.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Okay. So but your father wasn't an active trader. He just exercised. He just sold some stock that he had with the company, or was he a trader?
No, he wasn't a trade. He sold some when he left the company when he retired. So
Okay. So when you got into actually trading, how did your family and friends respond? What did they think of you taking such a risk?
my dad was cool about it. I didn't really tell my friends too much because they were they were chasing other things. So I was chasing those things too, but I was more interested in seeing if I could make some extra cash. It wasn't like my 100% motive.
Right, right,
So
right. Yeah, that's our friend repellent. That's like the number one way to get that square tag. You talking about you trading stock, you know.
yeah, I just kind of kept it to myself because I go on this platform called iHub, so I got friends on there. Not
Okay,
like we talk on the phone, but we message each other all the time when there's a play we're thinking about getting into or if we're into it.
okay, okay. So later on though, your friends they learned about your trading activity. What did any of them become traders?
No, they're still leery of it. I mean, they wanted to try, but it takes a lot of balls, and I'm me personally, I'm a risk taker, so that didn't affect me too much because I at one point in 2000, I think it was 8 or 9. Well, no, it was 2011 or 12. I went to Canada. I met this chick on. You remember? You know that app, Black People Meet.
Yeah.
I met this Canadian chick. Well, we messaged each other, and then we started to Skype. And then she said she was gonna pay for the ticket, so I went. So stuff like that, I'm kind of a risk taker. So
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah,
yeah,
I know about Black People Meet. My cousin had a one of those horror stories
I,
that I guess that Obsidian would want to talk about.
I, I
From
never,
back
I never had a horror story. You just gotta vet them,
yeah, no, he
vet them.
married her. And he married her, ended up in a messy divorce, but it's something. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I know about Black
yeah,
People Meet. You know, no,
yeah,
I don't know about it personally because after his situation, I'm like, I don't know about that one. You know. Now let's see,
yeah.
what
Okay.
sources did you consult as you were trying to educate yourself? You know, you said your father wasn't a trader, so how did you learn what to do?
I used Yahoo Finance, and I just read the message boards, and then from there I went to iHub, and iHub they got a lot of knowledgeable traders, and they kind of dictate a strategy they to use, like what are their thoughts and that kind of thing.
Okay, okay, and you just
Like like
kind of
what's this?
like monkey see, monkey do. Well, you just kind of
Yeah,
mirror,
like
you know.
yeah, like what the share structure is, what's the authorized share count, what's the outstanding shares, what's the float.
Oh, wait a minute now. It's a whole lot. Slow that down. Back that up.
Oh,
Explain
oh,
some of that stuff.
oh, authorized shares they can use to dilute if they're gonna make an acquisition or if they're just gonna dilute the stock price so they can cash out and make the price of the stock go down. And
Okay.
the shareholders will be at the end result. The shareholders will be the ones that uh, suffer suffer the consequences when they raise the authorized share count and start selling off those shares.
Okay, so when the company decides to sell more of itself and create more shares, meaning increase the supply, which makes the
Yeah,
value of the shares of the current shareholders, their value goes down because this new supply is coming on the market. It's gonna make their price go down. That basically it.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you were in a group and they were telling you all those kinds of angles to kind of let you know what to avoid. Or what were you guys doing? Shorting stocks that were about to issue new shares?
Some people are shorting, and then there would be like a poster that will a poster where people that post online on the forum they would say uh they would read the 10K filing, the quarterly report,
Right.
saying, you know, giving you the bare bones of the business, like what's the revenue, what's the net loss, what's the net income, uh, things like that. And you would read the report, and then you could see if they have convertible notes. coming up in the next couple of months, which would dilute the share price of the
Okay.
stock.
Explain
And
convertible note.
those are loans at a high finance price. Like they get a return like 30% on a loan, and to pay it back, they will sell shares. And
Gotcha.
when you sell those shares off to pay the convertible note, the price it could be say the convertible note will convert at 15 cents and the stock is at 30 cents. But if the stock goes below 30 cents, we'll say one day it just plummets and goes to 10 cents. The people that finance a convertible note, they'll still be able to sell at 15 cents, no matter
Okay.
what the stock price is. So if it goes below, 15 cents, they can still sell it. I mean, if it goes below 30 cents, they can still sell it 30 cents finance. So the share price will go down and the value of your shares will go down, which will make the value of your money go down.
Gotcha. So the company has correct me if I'm wrong. The company can choose to either pay pay the investor back the money, pay them back, with pay them the interest that they're due, the loan, the principal plus the interest that they do, or the company can what pay them the money back in terms of stock.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
most of the time they
So
do
when
that
you
with stock.
so you look and see if the company don't have no money, no cash, then I guess the only thing they could do is give them stock.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
then that's a lot of times you see those newsletters and they pay promo people to hype the stock up so they can get people to buy, get volume to come in and people to buy the stock so then they can dilute it.
So y'all looking at that angle. Oh man, yeah. Okay, okay. And these are all be like mostly like penny stocks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that price is
But
jumping all over the place because of the company trying to manage how they're gonna pay back this debt.
yeah.
Oh, okay, man, that's a deep angle right there. I wish I had known about that angle when I was a fundamental trader. I'm a purely technical trader now, but man, I didn't know about that move. I might that might have kept my attention because there are a lot of companies out there that are on the brink, that maybe can't meet their obligation. And knowing my personality, I would have been looking for companies that's about to dive off the cliff.
Yeah.
I've been looking for stuff
Yeah.
to short.
Yeah. But the short penny stocks, you have to get like an offshore account. It's hard to get that margin covered.
Okay.
Cause but and what was I gonna say? Oh, and then like companies that file IPOs, they also have a dilutive financing with issuance of shares at some point. Because the the what do you call those people? The people that invested in the company before it filed for an IPO, they're
Yeah.
gonna want to at some point unload the shares they have at a certain price, so they have to finance it in order for them to be able to sell off.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes they sell off as soon as the IPO is set, like Facebook, or they do it later on.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because I was talking to I think Paul over on the Black Brain Trust because when um it Lyft, it was one of those I
Yeah,
think Lyft when they came out, I was like, I don't know about this. I'm like, uh oh, I understand the company wanting to go public to get that money, to sell those shares and raise that money real fast. But I'm like, okay, a lot of them, I mean, if there's no restriction on them selling, that's going to
yeah,
devastate the stock price.
yeah. That's what happened to Charlotte's Web. They had issuance of shares so the initial shareholders could unload, but they were doing it in a way where it wouldn't totally plummet the stock price. But I think that initial offering is almost finished, so the stock price should start going up.
Now you mentioned Charlotte. That's one that you've shot to me during the chats on shows, and that they are in what hemp, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they have well, the FDA is gonna address some of the issues with regulation May the 31st. They're gonna have
Okay.
something like an open panel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you began on working the angle of these penny stocks now, and in the time you've been trading, so we're talking that's like 10 years. Has your style changed any since then?
No. I bought maybe a couple more blue chip stocks. I bought JMIA, the African Amazon stock, and I bought and I sold it at 40 something,
Okay.
40 something dollars a share. I
Okay.
might come back and buy it again, but they got some kind of they got a financier that's heavily dilutive. So I'll wait and see how that turns out.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So in the time you've been trading, in these 10 years, what were like what you consider the most important lesson about trading that you learned? I mean, what do you know now that you didn't know 10 years ago?
Always, uh, always try to research the sector you're gonna buy into to find out if it's gonna be a hot sector or not.
Okay.
You know, like technology sector, that's lukewarm. You gotta find something that's gonna be explosive, like marijuana. It's been on a bull run since like 2012,
Okay.
and now Bitcoin is on a tear.
Okay.
And now hemp would be the next sector because once the FDA uh, comes over the regulations to allow hemp the hemp byproduct to be allowed in food as food additives for consumption, then that whoever's involved in that and whoever has a GMP and SSOP in place as far as HACCP,
Wait a minute now. What
which
is that?
that's good manufacturing practices and hazard analysis, critical control points, and standard. I forgot what that's because my
But
job.
it's basically it's a health and safety purity kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
we
long as
want
you can.
we want good weed, good hemp, good cannabis. There you go.
Yeah,
We want it to be right, be healthy now.
yeah.
Okay. So that's all right. So you got any charts you want to show us, man?
Oh no, I don't have any. I don't have any charts
Oh, okay.
because
Well,
I'm
you
on my mobile phone right now, so I'm
okay?
not on my laptop.
Okay. Well, you got any you want me to try to dig up that you want people to kind of what they should maybe keep an eye on
Oh, let me see if I can think of one.
while you
I'm
doing that.
trying
I'm
to.
gonna try to get my page ready to
Okay.
my chart ready.
Oh, I got. Well, it's a penny stock, but KG has been on kind of a tear.
KG. Okay. Let's see.
I told you about that last summer. I wish I had kept it. It's like 13 cents now. I think when I mentioned it, it was like at 7 cents.
Let me check it out here. You can see this?
Yeah.
Good. Let me put some color on here.
Oh, you got barchart.com. I
Yeah, I
use
love
that
this
too
site, man.
sometimes.
Oh, you use it too?
Yeah.
It's my favorite site, not just because it's free, but because they have a lot of screens already done. If you want to see ETFs, you can look what's the most active. You can see the performance change. And again, I'm the technical, but even the fundamental folks, you can get what you want. You got earnings estimates. They give you a profile. They give you everything you need. So I try to tell use stuff on my channel that people can use free, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, so how long have you said you've been trading this a year?
yeah, in and out. But I sold out of it. But I noticed it's been popping back up again.
Yeah. And this is looks like, I mean, just eyeballing it, this doesn't look like um the distance from this former high right here, we're nowhere. We're really nowhere. So just looking at it from that, just without doing a real deep dive on it, it looks like it's good to go. you know, Looks pretty good to go. Now, I'm saying a lot without even looking at the oscillators. And me, I got to have my stochastics and stuff. Just looking at it, I know that extension would be that Fibonacci extension would be a good bit above that former high. And let me go to the weekly. Daily be tripping. Daily
I'm think,
can change from over go to overboard in 4-5
oh,
days. I ain't
you see all that green?
Yeah, this is serious. These are weeks, so every one of these candlesticks is a week. So this thing is rolling. Okay, and KG is, and this is hemp or
Yeah,
cannabis.
yeah.
Okay.
Hemp. Well, they do like hemp drinks, and they're getting a lot of distribution
Hemp
Monday,
drinks. So they
Southeast.
put hemp in what kind of drinks?
Uh, like fruity drinks.
Okay, well, we can look at this and say, what the heck happened? So way back once upon a time in 2011, this thing was rolling. It was, man, I
Hemp.
don't, yeah, this thing has been, what do you call it? Reverse share split.
Yeah,
It looked like they had a lot of them. If you see this high was like what, $2,800 or something. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It just got devastated and it started coming back. So yeah, it's in the
yeah.
penny. So do you have a story about why it dived like that, or was it just mostly to do with legalization issues?
No, because they were probably another company back then. I think they were. There's a lot, a lot of these companies they reinvent themselves, and then
Mhm.
sometimes they do reverse mergers where the shell's empty, and
Right.
then they'll get a lawyer to sell the custodianship to another company so they can start anew.
So when you
It's
first
probably,
got in this, about where roughly, what price point
I
did
think
you?
it was 2 cents.
Man, oh man, oh yeah, you rolling. So if I mean, if you probably got uh I'm not gonna say 1,000%, but you probably got 500% out of it.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Man, that's nice. So when you trade in penny stocks, about how many do you tend to keep in your portfolio at one time?
Oh man, maybe like 5 or 6
Right.
at the most.
Yeah, because that like the most that you can kind of follow without losing your mind.
No, well, I could probably follow if I do more than that. Then those are gonna be the ones I sell at 100%. I don't keep long.
Okay, yeah, because that's the thing about fundamental analysis. Your whole style is research driven, so you gotta do work to know about
Yeah,
all these companies. So I'll
yeah,
tell you in a minute. I'm a technical trader, but the fundamental guys, y'all work a whole lot harder.
yeah. I like doing it, so it's not work for me.
Okay.
If you like to do it, then it's not work. So I do it all day, every day.
So what field are you in for your no for your support your life?
Oh, I work at a paper mill.
A paper mill?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you working to get up out of there one day. You're not working for the gold watch, right?
Well, I mean, they got a pension, so
Okay.
I mean, I stay there if everything pans out.
What's your
I
magic number? in terms of if you get X amount of dollars in this stock thing, you out of there. What's your do you
I
have one?
I'd have to make at least a mil
Right,
for me to start, because I want something. I still need residual income coming in. At least if I were to make 500, I still work there because I use all my checks just to gamble on stocks.
right, right. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. My number. Uh, I say that, but I left my job. I couldn't take it. I couldn't deal with it. It got in the way. And stuff I
Oh,
wanted to do trading, I just couldn't do it. I'm like I felt it was holding me back.
oh,
Had
okay.
their foot on my neck, and I said, I think I'm gonna roll this dice. I'm gonna go on and try this. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big question. But if it's working for you and you can manage it, that's the best thing to do to try to stick it out. Keep that steady money coming, because these ups
yeah,
and downs.
because on my job, I still got time to look at my phone on throughout the day. It's like
Okay,
I'm not strapped for time, because even though it's the job is busy, I still have time to do what I want to do on my phone.
right. So what else? You got another one?
SRDP.
Man, you just love these little tiny companies, man. I think
Yeah,
you addicted to that spike.
yeah, because you know why? Because as soon as a higher value comes in, I can sell.
Yeah, it's like you got to have the patience to own this while it's in the dirt, and it can stay in the dirt for a long time. I mean, this is where we looking here, 2014. Let me go back. I don't know why I'm messing around on these short terms. That's all the data they give me. Maybe that's all. Maybe the company ain't been around that long. But yeah, so somebody had to have the patience to like when okay, if you trading something like this and this got a like what is this company again?
It's a blockchain company.
Okay, and when did you start? When did it come on your radar as something you wanted to put money in?
As soon as I was listening to a stream with Solo TVA 84 and Linnell, and he said that Bitcoin was starting to move. So I looked at I saw Bitcoin had went up to 5,000 or something. So I said I gotta find I gotta find me a play that's in the sector.
Right.
So I got somebody I chat with on iHub, and I followed him, and he was on two blockchain companies. One of them fizzled out, so I sold that for a little bit of a loss. But this one, it just kept going up, so I just kept adding to it.
That's the point I was trying to make earlier. Somebody that had the patience to stay with this and just keep throwing money at it. Look at the payoff. Like let's say, they bought a lot of money below 2 cents, you know,
Yeah,
over a good period of time. That's nothing. They keep throwing $50 in it, you know. That's like beer money. And then to have
yeah,
that thing pop like this. I mean, at 20 cents, you're talking about like 1,000% right here, you know.
yeah.
Like something this small, what's the most money, even over a long period of time? What's your limit in terms of how much you would put in something this small?
Uh, Maybe
500
5,000.
or 5,000? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, yeah. Different strokes, man. But the thing is, I mean, I'm like look, I'm also trying to convey to people. I'm glad that there are people that trade different styles, because that means that everybody is sitting looking at the same information, coming up with a different outcome. Everybody not going to be right at the same time. If
yeah,
everybody traded according to the same philosophy, nobody can make any money. So you
yeah,
kind of need that difference of opinion. So I keep ending up in these technical versus fundamental debates, and I'm trying to see how I can not do that. you know, I just want to be able to state my opinion and just kind of let it in, but I'm not doing a good job of it. I keep getting into these fights about it. But
Well,
I need those people to have different views so I could, because my gains are their losses.
yeah, I know. Well, it just depends on the sector. The sector tells you a lot.
Mhm.
If you're in a hot sector where money's going in just to make quick cash, then fundamentals and technicals kind of play hand in hand. But
Right.
if you like in a like a sector that's tailing off, like how marijuana is starting to tail off a little bit, even though it's picking up steam because then later on in the summer or fall, Canada's gonna go to edibles, so that might
Okay.
pick up a little bit.
Right.
But
Right.
it depends on what sector, and if you just like in a regular, like if you're in the financial sector or the technical sector, then you're it'd be more weighted on technical analysis as opposed to fundamentals.
Wow. Well, let
This,
me try to check the chat. I didn't even look at the chat.
oh, I'm
May-
not even on the chat either.
And we might not have nobody in the chat.
Yeah,
And
'cause
let me do
yeah,
my.
it's Saturday. I know how that goes.
Let me see. Oh, we got freelance running. Okay, we got
Oh,
some Black Brain Trust brethren. We got Mike V and DE Raptor. What's happening, fam? Good, good. Sorry for them technical difficulties earlier. That's embarrassing. As many years as I've been as a technician, I've been on YouTube so long. I'm losing all
still
my
freelance.
skills, man. I'm getting techno stupid. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you about. I just wanted people to see you, hear your voice, hear you talk about what you do. I hear that you be dropping some gems on O'Shea's page in the chat over there. I hear you a
Yeah.
legend over there, man. You're a legend over there.
Oh, I'm not a legend, man. I just pop in and out sometimes.
So when you gonna get a channel?
If I make 100K on this, I'll probably get a channel then.
Nah, man, we need you out here on the way to 100K. See, it would be nice, if we had another brother, Manosphere brother, trading with a channel about trading, man. We could kind of bounce off each other. You got the fundamental and the penny stock side. Now, what we do have in common is, of course, I'm dollar centric in the way that I trade, but I also trade industry based. So when like you said, you pick a sector or industry, and so we agree on that. That is
Yeah,
absolutely crucial,
yeah,
because the money will pour into a whole industry when the macroeconomics favor that particular sector of the economy. And as the saying goes, the tide raises all boats. So even garbage companies that's in the right sector, people
yep,
will buy that stock.
yeah.
you know. So I try to
Um,
tell people to put more time into picking the sector than the stock.
yeah. Oh, speaking of stock, Disney, man, they gonna be on fire.
Oh,
They
because
got
of the
they
streaming.
yeah, because they're gonna buy Hulu over
Whoa.
a five. It's gonna be stretched over a 5 year period, and they're gonna have their own streaming service. So after I cash out on this, I'm thinking about buying some Disney.
Yeah, yeah. I think that Disney's an interesting play too. I mean, if they could really take over uh,
Yeah,
the streaming market, because I just from all my decades of being in broadcasting, um, I was on the technical side there. But one thing that's factual about the money in broadcasting, the money is made in the newscast department and the sports department. That's where the money is made. And
that's why.
Disney,
That's why they.
And Disney
Oh,
owns ABC and ESPN.
I was gonna say that's why they love Trump so much. They can't get enough of him.
Can you imagine if ABC in their streaming, if in their streaming package they somehow roped in NFL Network, it would be game over.
Yeah,
People will buy that. That's the stream. People will say, okay, it's everything I need, news and sports. I don't even think people will try to steal it. I think they'll just pay for it. If it's a fair price, I think people will just pay for it.
yeah. So yeah, but Disney's on my radar for a long term play.
Yeah.
And I found another company that they got patents on uh measurements, like using your phone and then they can use it to like do measurements on clothes.
Uh-huh.
So and then I guess market it or whatever. I
Uh-huh.
forgot the name of the company, but I looked at it, I found it today.
Okay.
But if you look at a 3 year period, the stock was at $10 and went down. It's like 80 something cents now.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm looking at it just because of the fact that I think they got a client over the weekend or something like that. I gotta look at it again. I gotta look at it.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like a winner, and I think people need to get into other types of investment beyond technology right now, because a lot of money was made in technology in the stock market, a lot of money, and I don't trust it. I don't trust that money. I don't trust the people who made a lot of money in technology stocks to keep their money there with the
Yeah,
economy slowing. I think that there's too many bargains out there in boring sectors like utilities and the consumer staples, like food stocks and stuff like that. Those things are a lot of those are like better bargains, and I think those investors are going to want to protect the profits that they made in technology. So things like what you're talking about, that app to provide measurements on the phone, or like you are investing in hemp and other things. That's another reason why I wanted you on, because you are open minded about the kinds of things. You got a Bitcoin thing, a stock that you talked about today. So you just kind of see the market as a whole, whereas a lot of people their entrance in, and you've been trading for 10 years. So a lot of people really just came to the party because of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, but
yeah.
so your approach is inclusive of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, but it's not exclusive to that. And
Nah,
you know,
I'm just hoping for a nice little hype because that stock is gonna go to 30 cents Monday.
wow. Well, man, I'm gonna wrap it up. I would like to have you back periodically, just so you can give us an update on how things are going with you. Your ups and your downs, because we don't always win. But wait a minute,
Yeah.
before we go, let me get that on record. What trade pains you the most? We all got our horror story.
Dang,
What's your
John
biggest?
Filipino chick just called me. I'm not answering. I talk to her later. Which, which
What's your biggest, most the trades you regret the most?
oh shoot, that's the stock CGA, which I called on Jim Cramer, and
Uh
he
huh.
said the same. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say that to him.
Oh, you got your call actually got through on the show?
Yeah, I was at work when it went through, but he answered the call because it was a Chinese stock and the sector was hot
Okay, and
at
what does
the
the
time.
company do?
They did fertilizer
Oh,
in
so
China.
this was several years ago, back when Terra Nitrogen and those fertilizers was tearing it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
see,
said,
I made
"Sell."
some of that money. I made some of that Terra Nitrogen money, right? Right. And I'm
Yeah,
actually like looking at those right now, because I think their time is gonna come back.
Yeah.
Because the agriculture sector, as we turn towards the consumer staples, at some point it all goes down to the fertilizer. That's one of the best plays because all of those food crops need fertilizer.
Yeah.
So it's not like specific to a particular crop. So,
Right.
the base of the customer base for the fertilizer company is like huge. And so yeah, that's one that I'm going to be peeking at too. And so it's going to be hard for me to get people to see other things beyond cryptocurrency and tech. But I'm going to try, you know. I'm going
Oh,
to try.
I'm playing crypto until fall.
Until
If I
when?
could fall.
Okay.
It's either gonna be fall or be the latest for me.
So
If this
are you hodling? Are you investing in cryptocurrencies right at this moment?
no, I'm just using that company. I hadn't. I'm gonna use that company because I have potential to make more money off of that.
So what signal are you waiting for that would get you excited about putting some serious money into cryptocurrencies?
If more banks get on board,
Okay.
yeah. See, and then if a ETF is approved by the SEC,
Yeah, that ETF is going to be a game changer. I think, yeah, that people have to respond when that happens. Do you if you had to bet if the ETF was going to happen or not, what do you think is more likely to happen or not?
ah man, I don't know. I know the lady. There's a lady spoke. Well, I think she's a spokesman for the SEC as far as cryptos, and she's in favor of cryptocurrency. She's uh, doing a speech on Tuesday,
All
but
right.
they've been postponing it for like since last year. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to turn out.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Freelance Ronin says, create a channel, Matty. Ghost. We need guys like you and Dollar Will to give brothers something to learn. Right. Yeah, y'all need to harass. When you see Matty over on O'Shea and other channels, harass this brother and make him get a channel. Okay. Because he knows too much to be laying back in the cut like that. 10 years is a long time to be trading, you know. And we need your voice out here. And the sneak 2008 said wants your contact information. So but he don't have a channel. So I don't know. I mean, what maybe I don't know. uh I don't know
Well, I
what
mean,
to tell you.
I could give him my emails, mattyghost1@gmail.com.
Yeah. Y'all, I hope y'all got that. Yeah, I gotta set up wrenches on my channel. I haven't given nobody no wrench because I don't really do these lives. I'm gonna start doing it more.
Yeah.
I've done a few recently, but I'm gonna start doing some daily, like maybe I don't know, either a pre-market or post-market. But I have to make up my mind if I want to do something during the market. That's gonna be hard because I'm actually like trading. I'm trying
Yeah.
to I'm trying to transition from a swing trader to a little bit
Oh,
more of a day trader. Learning
oh,
futures trading. Yeah, man. That micro mini man. I'm excited about it.
I need to learn how to short, man. That's what I want to learn how to do. Because if once I cash out of this stock, however however much I make, there's gonna be a couple I'm just gonna throw in to see if I can make some quick cash.
I will tell you this, man. I advise you, please do not start shorting stocks until you get a good foundation in technical analysis.
Oh,
I
okay.
would say leave it alone. I would really say if you want to just stay with your fundamentals, I would recommend learning. Do you use correlations, stock correlation meters, and things like that? Those,
No.
there's certain industries that kind of move opposite each other. Like when
Oh, okay.
one goes up and that's not 100%, but it's close. So if if you wanted to, if you are of the opinion that at this particular point that industry that you're trading is way overbought, and you think like the whole space is like run up too much and it needs to have a little of a
Cor-
little, take a little
Correction.
haircut, a little correction, that's where you want to know what other industry is usually kind of like oversold, while that one you're in it's overbought, so you can rotate there. And that way if you get in at not like an ideal price, you might lose a little bit in the beginning and then it'll come back. But if you are shorting something, that's vicious, man. That could, oh man, nah, I don't. Yeah, I would say learn some technicals and paper trade to get comfortable with shorting, because
Okay. I could
yeah.
do that on I could do that on Yahoo Finance. They got like a little tool you can use where you're not actually buying the stock. It's a
Right.
simulation.
Right. Then they also have a tool on Investopedia. They have a simulator where you can go in and short stuff. And I don't know if you use TradingView. Do you use TradingView, or what platform do you use? Let me put it that
I use iHub, bar chart, and stock TA sometimes.
way. Okay, Stock TA. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wow, I thought Stock TA is heavy in the technical analysis, right?
yeah.
What you using that for?
No, because I get to see like the MCAD, like it was, and then it'll tell you if it's bullish, very bullish, and stuff like that. It'll give you an indicator on there, and give you something. Then it'll tell you like if there's a bearish harmy, or if it's a buy. It gives you like little indexes and comments by the technical analysis.
You know what else does that? It's a web page called investing.com. They drop those candlestick formations like you talk about, the harami and three white soldiers and all this stuff. I
Yeah.
just stick with the basic engulfing candlestick
Oh,
patterns. That's I just live right there, because I think those are the most reliable. Okay, then you get a lot of false signals with those other ones. I'm not, I'm not saying don't use them, but I just have a higher confidence with the basic engulfing um candlesticks. But on investing.com, they put those marks up on the chart. And so
oh,
you
okay.
kind of like learn as you go. They'll put that candlestick up there, candlestick information, and over time you start seeing it, and then you start to know the formation as it's happening, because you see them tell you every time. So that repetition kind of drilled it in, you know. But
So how you deal with the taxes at the end of the year?
see, that's what I like about swing trading. My frequency of trading is not so great that the taxes is a problem. I could keep up with the record keeping of it. I could every
Yeah.
weekend I could just go in my software and write it down, or just download the confirmations and things like that, and keep it organized. It's not too bad. Even if I don't keep any records to the end of the year as a swing trader, it's not so much that it's a problem. But as a day trader, yeah, I'm thinking about that. You gotta stay on top of this stuff, because you end up generating all these transactions, and if you wait till the last minute to do your taxes and you a day trader, yeah.
I might hire a CPA if I if things pan out the way I'm thinking.
Well, what I would do if I was at, or what I'm probably going to do as I make transition to do more day trading, so I'm gonna look at some of that software. There's software that allows you to you can import your transactions, and it'll keep it up, do it for you basically.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like it
Oh,
works with certain brokers. So you have to basically pick the broker who has let's see, you look at the software and you see what software, get the software that does those, that can reconcile all that for you, and you pick a broker that's compatible with that software. That's what
Okay.
I'm going to. That's what I'm going to end up doing, because I'm gonna let the software dictate which broker I'm going to use. Even if I have to move, I'm with Charles Schwab, but if I have to move to another broker just to make the accounting, the tax record keeping, to make that easier, that's enough of an incentive for me to go to another broker. I don't
Yeah,
even care.
that's what.
Even if the commission is more, I will go to another broker.
Yeah, because I got Charles Schwab and I got E Trade.
Uh-huh.
E Trade is going to be trading Bitcoin pretty soon.
Okay. I think all of them are going to be trading Bitcoin. They can't afford not to.
Yeah, and that's when I'm going to make some money. When that hype kicks in, that stock is going to go up to a couple of dollars, and I'll be gravy for a long time. Then I can play a couple and gamble on.
Yeah. Let me see. Do this. The sneak 2008. I'm gonna have Matty go say his email one more time, and then also I want you to tell me, are you a trader? Because if so, you need to get at me. We need to. I want to see what your level of involvement is. Maybe I need to be interviewing you. What I'm trying to do is I want brothers in the manosphere to see and meet other brothers who are trading, so people can understand that we do this. we are involved in this, and Matty Ghost has been trading for 10 years. So
Man, I had one dude try to diss my stock when I mentioned it to O'Shea. Some
uh-huh.
dude named Supreme something.
Oh, he didn't like your stock.
No, and then at the time, I think Charlottesville was like at $14 or $15. It went up 25. I think that was pretty good.
I look at it like this. That's what makes a market. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Sneak 2008, he's a swing trader also. Okay, he trades on the
Oh,
low end stocks under $4. So $5 is the magic number, right? When a stock gets $5, that's when the mutual funds are not allowed to own stocks that are under $5, right?
yeah.
Right. So the Sneak 2008 is right at that line. So when that stock gets to $5, if it's a quality company, that's when that institutional money will come in and take that stock up to real, up to the stratosphere. So
Yeah,
that's a thing for you to keep in mind. If you in a penny stock, if that thing starts to approach $5 and it's got strong fundamentals, that's not the point to get out of that stock when you get near $5. The institutional
well,
money might come in.
well, then they have to uplist too. They have to go to a higher exchange. They can't be on the OTC. They got to be on Nasdaq or the NYSE or
Right,
AMX,
right,
AMEX,
right. That's true.
because they're still restricted according to what level of what trading platform they're on.
Right. Yeah, like the Sneak points out, Nasdaq. Yeah, they have some lower price stocks on the major exchanges already. I think you can, until you get down there in the
I think
25 cents and all that. That's when you talk about the delisting. You
yeah,
should be in
I
delisting.
think they have to be at least $1.
Right. So, but there are a lot of companies that's right in that ground where it's trading strong enough to not be delisted, but they're not at that $5 level to qualify for institutional ownership.
Yeah, I
So
don't mess with the ones that were Nasdaq and then that price fell off, because those are just pumps and dumps.
let me ask you this before we close out. What amount of volume is just too low for you? And when I say volume, y'all, that's like how many shares are traded in a day. You want,
I,
well, people call that float. You want a good volume. So if you want to sell your stock, that there's people out there that will buy it. Because if the volume is thinly traded, you might be trying to sell, and there may not be enough people in the market for that stock, and you can't sell. So, but
Right.
how little volume is too small for you to deal with?
Well, one, it depends on if the sector is hot. If the sector is hot, it doesn't matter what the volume is. I mean, as long as it's at least 100, because eventually
I'm
the
sorry,
volume.
100,000.
Yeah, well, again, it depends on if the sector is hot. If the sector is hot, one day, 1 week it could be averaging 100, and then the next following week it could be up to 500, and then after that it could be up to 10 million in one day.
Okay, that's
So
not too bad. So so
yeah,
so you don't mess around with stuff that's trading like under 50,000 and stuff.
no, I mean the only way I would do that is gotta be in a sector that's so piping hot that all of a sudden it's going to eventually get volume. There's got to be some kind of promotion coming out. They got to have some fundamentals that say that this volume is going to increase past 50,000. It's going to go to at least 10 million in a week or two.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, that's not 100,000. That's pretty good. So you don't have any difficulty executing your sell order. And now
No,
you
because I
shouldn't. You shouldn't at 100,000.
no, I mean, and I again, 100,000 is only predicated on the volume is going to increase over the next couple of weeks.
Gotcha. So
That can't be just.
the sneak. You
It can't
think
just.
the sneak? Are you saying that 2 million is your limit? And he going to get back to us. Meaning that's your floor. That's your minimum. Is that what the 2 million daily means? The sneak 2008. You know. But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead now. Go ahead, Matty.
Oh yeah, like if it's just a regular sector, they have to be at least 2 mils or higher. But if it's a sector that's about to explode and it's hitting the trader scanners, see a lot of times it'll hit the trader scanners because they scan for stocks that have potential to have an explosive move, and they'll buy a stock that has low volume, but they know it hits the trader scanners and it's going to eventually explode. That's the day trades. They have scanners that hit, directing them to a stock that has a potential to explode in the next day or two.
Right.
So,
Well, let me get you to drop your email one more time and
uh,
say your say make your final closing comments while you think of that. I'm gonna say thank you to Freelance Ronin, Mike V, DE Raptor, CR Frank, the Sneak 2008.
oh,
Close us out, brother Matty Ghost.
what's up, CR Frank and freelance? Oh, and the sneak, my email is Matty Matty Ghost GHOST1 @gmail.com. And all I gotta say is find a sector that's piping hot, and then see if you can find a stock that has some fundamentals, some news coming up. Try to get the shares cheap, and then when you find your price point, just sell. And then you can always, if you want to hold a couple of shares that are free, you can ride freebies in case it pans out. And then if it doesn't, you already took your profit.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on my show today, and keep dropping those gems on O'Shea's channel, and I guess that's Obsidian. Man, I'm everywhere on these YouTube streets, and I see you everywhere too. You know,
Yeah,
and come by the Black Brain Trust more often. And you brothers listening, y'all already know, but if somebody out there listening, not a member of the Black Brain Trust, you might want to Google that. Brain Trust has something on just about every day. They got a program on tonight at 10 p.m. But I'm on there every Friday. But like I said, they got something going on just the most days of the week. At least 5 days out of 7, they got something going on. And stuff that we need to be concerned with. Everything from geopolitics to space and technology to economics. Occasionally IT panels. So check out the Black Brain Trust. And so Matty Ghost rolls through there every once in a while. He comes through there too. So thank you, brother. We're gonna
Okay.
close on out. Peace, everybody. Later.
All right. Peace.